So time to have another look through the papers this morning. Here with me to review them are the journalist and author Yasmin Alibhai-Brown and CEO of International Marketing Partners, Alison Stewart-Allen. So welcome back to both of you. We dealt with a lot of the front pages in the last hour, dominated, of course, by Boris Johnson's resignation, but we're delving a little bit deeper now. And Yasmin, you've picked out a story that I think is actually on the front page, is it? No, it's not on the front page. Anyway, it's focusing on the resignation honours of Boris Johnson that would otherwise probably have made the front pages today. This is in The Guardian, their take on that list that emerged yesterday afternoon.
And it's really important, this, because he's not the first and he won't be the last to use the honour system in ways that really aren't acceptable in a real working democracy, handing honours to pals, to funders. It's been going on a long time, but he has taken it to another level. If you look at the list, you know, a lot of the people who were involved in the Partygate scandal, I remember the Bring Your Own Bottle party with Martin Reynolds. He gets some Sir or something. Then there's Priti Patel, Jacob Rees-Mogg. And the Lords is not a private members club for the powerful, for a prime minister in power. And that's how he's used it. Sean Bailey, who failed to win the London mayoral election, and we saw a photo of him and about 20 people partying during lockdown. So it's a pretty abysmal and shocking list, I have to say, even for a system which, in my view, is very corrupt.
Okay, and there will no doubt be lots of discussion still about some of those honours, but as you say, there's discussion quite often when these resignation honours do come out, whoever the leader is. Alison, take us to the Telegraph, page 7. A lot of focus in recent weeks on AI. There seems to be growing concern about it, and this focuses on whether or not regulation can keep up.
Absolutely, and this is typically the case. You know, as industries evolve, legislation and legislators are behind the curve, mostly because of the machination of lawmaking. It takes a while to get laws formulated and approved and passed and implemented. So Tom Tugendhat, who is the security minister, was addressing a conference in the last couple of days and was talking about a culture change is needed to be able to deal with advancing technology and deal with it really quickly. The challenge, however, is the window within which you have to deal with this advanced technology is very, very short indeed. Now, he's suggesting we have 2 years. I think, and all the experts who have been talking about AI, think that it's much less than 2 years. You know, recently we had major resignations from Google and from other leading tech firms. These experts have been working on AI, and they have resigned as a message, as a signal to say, if we don't regulate this, if we don't control this, we are potentially ending our own survival as a species on this planet, which sounds melodramatic, but it's actually very likely that, you know, many human deaths will result because of unchecked AI and how it's applied. The challenge for British Parliament is they better do something quickly, but they can't. They don't work quickly. That's the challenge.
I know, and the challenge of governments around the world, isn't it, as well? Yasmin, take us back to politics inside the eye this time, and this focuses on reactions. I think, is it just in the party, certainly political reactions to Boris Johnson's resignation, and so what's the eye telling us about how it has gone down?
Well, as ever, he's dividing the nation. There are those who love him and support him, and some of them have also been honoured for their loyalty, and others who say good riddance. And he is a Marmite character. Though I must say, at this point, when we know so much more, because it's been investigated, that there are still people out there, you know, standing up for him. In the political circles, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Priti Patel, Michael Fabricant, obviously Nadine Dorries, who's leaving. They think that this was, he had a golden touch, and that people have been horrible to him. But I remember reading some time ago, his school teacher in a report said, this boy does not like taking responsibility or understand the consequences of his actions or something like that. And I think that little boy is still there. He really is aggrieved that anybody decided to check up on him.
Okay, and we're getting plenty of reaction through the programme on Boris Johnson's resignation, but for the moment we're going to leave the paper review there. We'll see you both again in the next hour. And as I say, do stay with us. We've got lots more reaction to the resignation of Boris Johnson next.